Hi everyone and welcome again. And today we are talking with Daniel G. And I was with Daniel G together in Mumbai, and we are right now in Mumbai at the airport and flying back soon to London. And we want to give you small inside information why for an agent it's important to work with a good lawyer, and what's the benefits of being a good sports agent and having always a good sports lawyer on your side, and how can he help to make the agent's life easier, and why is it important for you, an agent, to have a lawyer on your side when you do a deal, when you do new contract negotiations, or when you do a transfer, a commercial deal and everything else. And I just leave it to Daniel G to explain you a little bit why is it important to work with a lawyer together. Daniel?
Thanks. So there are loads of, I think, useful reasons. I think the first, even for a transfer, can be usually in the employment contract when the player is signing with a new club. There are always small things that can make a big difference. Like we've talked in our seminars before about the definition even of an appearance. An appearance and the definition can be very important. Does it mean 1 minute? Does it mean 50 minutes? Does it mean 90 minutes on the pitch? And these can have real bearings about what a player can earn. Getting to the appearance thresholds quicker can be very important. And the same with a boot deal, for example. We talked about this at length, which is, sometimes a boot deal isn't just a boot deal. It covers so many categories. So one of my jobs as a lawyer sometimes is to make sure that we say, well, are you going to be getting an electronics deal? Are you going to be getting a skincare deal? So we exclude those type of categories, then which give players more opportunity for commercials. And the same with like an image rights deal for a lot of the elite clubs and players that we work with, which is, we have certain responsibilities, but then there are certain restrictions. Do we want to make sure that the club takes our personal deals and endorsements for a player? Do we want to make sure that there are certain restrictions which we remove? What about the tax implications, etc.? And I know that sometimes it's not sexy as a football lawyer to talk about tax and potential commercial deals, etc. All of these things then become vital because, as our relationship has developed over a number of years now, a lot of the time, an agent will ultimately feel that it's important enough that he can phone up the lawyer at any time and say, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? How do we do it this way? How does this club work? And sometimes, and the important thing also is that it's not necessarily just when a deal happens. Sometimes it can be just another pair of ears or another idea to offer solutions to a problem. And so a lot of the time, I think that I myself am a solutions finder as well as a legal drafter, because ultimately the agent needs everything from across the board.
So, as you could hear, what Daniel tried to explain us is, it's important for you, if you're an agent and working for your client, or if you're a family member representing your, for example, the father represents a son or an uncle, the nephew, anything like that. So it's always important that you get professional advice, that you have always someone next to you who knows things better than you. Because you, as an agent, you will concentrate and focus on doing other things. So you might not be an expert in contracts and also on the latest regulations and also on the latest law. So you should always have a good advice on your side. Some people think that's unnecessarily, I can do everything on my own, but it's a protection not just for yourself, it's also protection for your client. When you want to give him the best service, do it with the best team. So advice, have a good sports lawyer on your side when you do a deal for your player. Thanks guys, and talk to you soon again, and bye bye, namaste from Mumbai.